What kind of government can we look forward to? Because it's right here. The government's going to be on his shoulders, and of his government, there'll be no end. Like, he's going to have a government. Jesus is political. He's going to have a government. And the question is, what kind of government will Jesus usher in? The first answer is very, very simple. One, it's going to be a just one. Look at the text. Of the greatness of his government, make earth great again. Of the greatness of his government, there will be no end. He will reign on David's throne and over his kingdom, establishing and upholding it with justice. Now, there's sermons and sermons and sermons here. Let's just touch on it briefly. There's many ways to define a just government, but one of the ways to describe it is that it will be discrimination-free, in that it will not wrongly discriminate against people in an unjust way. What a sweet experience that will be. What a sweet experience that will be, to be under the wise, mighty, benevolent, peacemaking rule of a just government. Many of the things that we have experienced and seen and have been grieving over as Christians is watching not only the foolishness, but the injustice of a government wielding power and authority for the wrong things and against the wrong people. And Jesus' government will be a government of justice, where righteousness is exalted and evil is put down. Second kind of government will be that very word, righteous. Look at the text. Of the greatness of his government and peace, established and holding that government with justice and righteousness. Or in other words, it'll be scandal-free, or it'll be the first of its kind. Jesus' government will be one of one, because there's never been a government established in the history of the world where someone somewhere in the system has not used it for scandal, meaning I'm going to use this power and position to promote and elevate myself and my agenda to get what I want, even if it comes at the expense of stepping on people. And Jesus' government is just the opposite. I'm going to lay myself down and sacrifice my life so as to make a way for those who didn't deserve to live in my nation, to become a part of my nation, to participate in my kingdom. And in so doing, I laid myself down sacrificially to make a way for them to come in, rather than I'm going to step on people so as to elevate myself. Jesus laid his life down so as to elevate us. It will be scandal-free. There will be no cheating. There will be no fraud. There will be no lying. There will be no underhanded backroom, smoke-filled backroom deals. It will be Jesus acting in just righteousness, scandal-free, the first of his kind. Thirdly, Jesus' government will be peaceful. Of the greatness of his government and peace, there will be no end. By nature of Jesus' government being in place, there will be an incapacity for war. Because Jesus will have put down once and for all anyone or anything that would want to rebel against him. And only those that remain in his kingdom will be those who are fully surrendered to him. And lastly, and this is what kind of blows the mind, his government will be infinite. Of the greatness of his government and peace, there will be no end. And when Isaiah says there will be no end, he's saying something that is maybe beyond what we might comprehend on the surface. A theologian captured this one. I loved the phrasing he used. The empire of grace. Is that a great phrase? The empire of grace. The empire of grace will expand forever, every moment better than the last. What it means is Jesus' reign, it's not like he's going to come back, establish his reign, and it'll instantly be as good as it's going to get. It's like just going, boop, 100% amazing. And we've 3 minutes into the reign of Jesus, we've peaked. And then like a week later, it's still awesome. A month later, it's still awesome. 3 years later, we're still kind of just working off the fumes of the awesome. 10 years in, we're like, no, it's good, it's good. 20 years in, we kind of come to expect it. 30 years in, we take it for granted. And 100,000 years in, we're totally bored to tears. That's not the kingdom of the empire of grace that Jesus is coming to establish. What Jesus is going to establish is an empire of grace that's expanding exponentially, infinitely, getting better moment by moment into forever. Today is incredible. It's amazing. I can't imagine it getting any better. And then the next day, it's like It has gotten better. I thought yesterday was amazing, but today is like perfect. And then perfection is perfected into perfection, and it's just growing infinitely better, moment by moment, forever. That's the kingdom of God. You can't get your head around it. But that's what we're going to experience, because his kingdom is just and righteous and peaceful and infinite. Hey everybody, hope you found that helpful. If you would like to watch the sermon that clip came from, you can go here, check it out. As well, if you'd like to watch more Bible teaching, you can go to my YouTube channel. And if you would like more free resources for your family, your marriage, and how to be a stronger man, you can go to strongmannation.com. Check it out.